everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren if you're new here, and if you're not new, hopefully you've been following along my project pan because it's not been going as well as I wanted it to. Not gonna lie, we are 4 months in and I wanted to give you an update on how well things have been progressing since the end of April. Now, I am filming this like 10 days into May, so I am a little bit behind on filming this, but I think it's important to film these videos every month to really hold myself accountable to see how my progress is going with panning. Because honestly, I thought it would be going better by now, and it's just kind of not. It's going a lot slower than I anticipated. So I've made a couple changes that I think will help, because really the goal of this project pan this year is to finish things. It is a 10-month project pan. We started in February, it's going through the end of November, and I wanna finish things. And I might have good news on that front today, but we did add some new products in because I just think I needed to change it up a little bit. You know me, I get a little bit bored using the same products over and over again. I needed to change it up. So I've added some things in. I debated whether or not I wanted to take some things out, and I think I'm gonna take one item out. I'm still kind of unsure if I want to. When we get to it, we'll talk about it. But let's go over the progress that I've made with the products I have, because there's been some progress and I'm actually really excited. I think I'm just gonna start with the good news because it's always great to start on a high note, right? I think so. Okay, we have finished one of the products. Yes, it is technically a mini, but we have finished the Makeup Forever HD Skin in the color 1RO2. You can see there that I've scraped the sides of it. Now, the pump on this thing gave up a long time ago, okay? The pump does not reach to the bottom. So I've had to use a little tiny itty bitty spatula to get as much out as possible. And the spatula does not reach up here, as you can tell. It reaches down there, it reaches to the bottom, and I was able to scrape a bunch more product out, which is a little frustrating because it's like you want the pump to work until the very end. And I get like it can't be flush with the bottom of the glass because then it probably would have issues sucking stuff up. I don't know. There's gotta be a better way because that was annoying. Like I was really working on it. And in fact, I really didn't call it done until filming this video today. So I'm wearing this on my skin right now because I finally was like, this is it. I can't do this anymore. I keep getting foundation all over my hands. I've scraped up pretty much all of it. It is done. We are saying goodbye. So now the count for how many items we finished in this project pan is 1. Now, if you followed along, you know that for some of the items that we're gonna be talking about, I've been measuring them and kind of judging my progress based on the measurements. With this one, this is the Fenty Beauty, Blur and Smooth Tint Stick, and I have mine in the color 4. So what I did with this one when I started is that I put this yellow tape down where basically the product was flush with the top. So now if I move it so that the product is flush with the top, there is a little bit of a gap there. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And I debated whether or not I wanted to add a new foundation into my project pan since we just finished one, and decided against it because I haven't been making very much progress on this one as much as I want. So this will now give me the opportunity to focus on the E-stick versus pulling another product in for foundation and then having to worry about that. Because this really, like, I know I can finish it. I know I can, but I just focused on the Makeup Forever foundation, kind of was not focusing on this one as much. So we are going to be working on this one now. One reason why I just have not been using the Fenty as much is because the concealer that I have in my project pan is the Charlotte Tilbury something. I never remember the name of this one and it's not on here, but I have mine in the color 1 Fair. I think this is the correcting concealer, and we have been digging a hole in it for months now, and the hole does not seem to be getting bigger. And I will be showing pictures where I will show you the comparison from day 1 of my project pan to the current progress so that you can see the comparison. But it's really hard to see the comparison in something like this where it's just this little dip and it's just really hard to see and it's getting there. I think the dip is growing larger, but this is not a concealer that I find works well with everything, so I don't use it every single day. And again, I'm not going to bring in another concealer because I know it's just, this will not get used. If I bring in another concealer, this will not get used. I just want to hit the bottom of the pan. This thing is lasting forever. And it's a good concealer. I do like it. It's not quite as high coverage as sometimes I need. Sometimes the bags under my eyes, normally towards the end of the week, are looking a little bit rough. So I like to go in with something a little bit heavier. I have it on today and I like it. Ignore this red mark. It is, I took my dogs for a walk this morning and it's just the imprint from the glasses. And it's been like this for like an hour. It takes forever to go away. My skin is far too sensitive. And it's annoying, but whatever. But I have this on today. It doesn't really help with the indentation of my under eyes. Like as I've gotten older, my eyes have just like appeared a little more sunken. Great, I know, love it. So it doesn't really help with that, but it does help correct the color a little bit. So we're working on it. We're working on it. Setting powder. We have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. The way that I've been keeping track of this one is I've been putting like a new line just to kind of judge like my progress. So I'll like make sure that I'm getting it even. It takes forever because this powder does not want to lay even. This is a fantastic powder and I am worried I will never finish it. But last month we weren't able to add a line because it just wasn't getting used. I did not use it in the month of March really, but I used it a lot in April. So I was able to add the lowest line to show that we have made a little bit of progress. With setting powder, just for me, I only use a little bit of it. I use it in my T-zone. I don't feel like I need it all over my face and I don't bake, so I just don't use a lot of it. And for some reason, I have so many setting powders, probably because I never finish them, but it's chaos. My setting powder drawer is chaos. So I want to finish this just to be like, I can finish one. I can finish one. So it's getting smaller. It is getting smaller. Okay, a couple new products. Let's talk about a couple new products because we like talking about new things. One item I'm adding in, and I wanted to add like an illuminating product in for a while and I just couldn't decide which one, what was my oldest one. And I ultimately went with the MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint in the color Light 1. And this is a product that I typically mix in with one of my drier foundations. I'm not wearing it today, but I have been pulling it out more recently because I knew I wanted to add it to my project pan. And the reason that I am throwing this in, it's pretty full, but it's probably, I'd say, you can't see through this, but I'd say it's probably about here. So we've got a ways to go, but I really like this product. And in fact, I was so excited when they launched this product. They launched it in the UK way before it came out in the US. So I bought it off Selfridges and I got it shipped from the UK and it was expensive. So I just want to use it because I'm like, I went through so much trouble to get it and then it launched a couple months later in the US. So I could have waited, but patience is a virtue I do not have. I'm working on it though. We're working on a lot of things. Okay, so one product, it's another Charlotte Tilbury item. It's been in my collection forever. One thing I've really been loving lately is green eyeliner. Love green eyeliner. So I decided to pull out my Charlotte Tilbury Eye Color Magic Liner Duo. This is in Green Lights. So we've got the matte side, which is this dark green, which almost pulls black on camera sometimes. I love it. And then we have the metallic side here, which is actually what I'm wearing on my bottom lash, which you might not be able to tell. It is fairly light. I measured this one, and you can see in the picture, and we're starting off with 125 millimeters. So we've got a long way to go, but we've got options here. And I can use up eyeliners. Those are like, that's the one product. Eyeliners and let's see, eyebrow pencils. I use those up like crazy. Those are kind of the areas where I don't struggle too much, but I think just focusing on one is gonna be a challenge for me. So I pulled this one, it's really old. I need to use it. It's really good. Charlotte Tilbury's liners are really, really good. They don't get talked about very much, but I do like them. So we're adding that one in as well. Okay, my pride and joy is my M Cosmetics bronzer. This is the So Soft bronzer in the color Terra. It looks gross. It is what it is. but this is what we have left. And we have been very diligent about using this product. And in fact, we've been seeing it decrease by 2 millimeters, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is every single month. So we started with 18 millimeters. We're down to 12 millimeters for this product. So we are making progress. It's a good product. It's just old. So I'm trying to use it up. And can I finish this? Can I finish this by the end of November? I think we need to speed up our progress a little bit. Well, actually, if we're still going the rate we're going and 2 millimeters every month, in theory, I should be able to finish it by the end of November, but I think I need to use it more just so I keep up with it. And I use it a lot. It's my main go-to bronzer right now because it's in my project pan. So we are using it. We're diligent about this one. One that's not so exciting that I went back and forth over whether or not I wanted to switch out because I just don't love it. And this product has gaslit me so hard, okay, so hard. And this is from Westman Atelier. This is their lit up highlight stick in the color Lit. It's tiny. I was actually really impressed because I measured it today and we started with 16 millimeters. We're down to 15. So we're making some progress, but this is just it's tricky because I have to use my finger to apply it. I can't like apply it directly on my face because it removes my makeup, and it is just a gloss, and I swear that it had a blue reflect to it. And in fact, if you look on the cap, that is blue. So I'm not going crazy. I swear there's a blue reflect. I can't see it on my face. Can't really see much of anything on my face with this. It's a gloss, and I'm not very passionate about glosses. They don't do a lot for me. This is one of the better ones though, because it does dry down. A lot of gloss highlighters for me don't dry down, they're sticky, and then my hair gets stuck in them and it just turns into a mess. This one dries down, so at least there's that. Does it do anything? I don't know. That's why I was thinking about switching it out. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it for right now. But we are adding another highlighter. And this is from ColourPop, and this is the Winter Nights stick light stick. So it's this beautiful purple color, and we're starting off at 33 millimeters. There's a lot of product here, okay, a lot of product, but I love this product. I really, really do. And the reason that I decided to throw this one in my project pan is because somebody was watching my highlighter declutter, and they were like, you have so many of those highlighter sticks. How many do you realistically use? And you have like 3 different purples and they're all very similar. And I was like, that is a good point. That is a fair point. I need to pull this out, add it into my project pan. So that's why this one is here. We've added this one. Another mini item that I thought would, I don't know, shrink faster. The Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in Hope. So pretty. I literally use 2 dots, very light dots, not heavy dots, on each cheek, and I call it a day once I blend it out, obviously. It's not moving. So that line is kind of where we've been. Actually, I think I added that line a month 2 or 3, so we've made some progress, but I just don't, like, this blush is crazy pigmented. So I'm like, I'm gonna use this straight for a week and see what happens and see if like there's any movement. Because if I use it straight for a week and it's just no movement, I'm never gonna finish this thing. Like, that's insane. So a little frustrating, no progress on that one, even though I'm using it, but I'm dedicating myself to using that one more. I think I am going to switch this product out because I think I'm kind of done with it. And this is the Makeup Forever, what are you? This is the like artist palette. This is the older one. So I'm gonna pop up a picture here of when I first started versus now. I had not used it. Like, I had like touched it with my fingers, but I had not used it. And now like I've actually used it. I can tell you that at least the bronzers here don't work for me as a bronzer. They're too yellow. I really haven't used the lighter colors as concealer, but that's what they're meant to be used for. I like the blushes. I really do like the blushes on here. And now I know I like the blushes. So and like there's been so many great blush releases that I want to use more than I want to use this. So I think I am going to retire this one it's been not panned, but it's been used and it's been loved, and now I understand how I feel about it, and I just want to be able to focus more on the rare beauty and the newer items in my collection. Honestly, I want to use them. So this is the only one I think that we're going to be switching out. Eyeshadows, we bought some singles. So one item that we switched in last month is from Sydney Grace, which is a fantastic indie brand. And we have their liquid eyeshadow in the color, I don't know. That's the color, I don't know. And it's this strip here. And I've used it a couple times, and I wanted just like a more neutral color that I thought would be really easy to use in my project pan. And I've used it a handful of times, but not as much as I need to. So this one is actually, I'm gonna move it, I think, into my everyday makeup bag that I bring to work with me when I don't have time to get ready at home, because it takes me an hour and 45 minutes to get to work if I leave too late, which is always. So if I leave by 6:30 in the morning, I'm normally good, but I just don't have time to do my makeup in the morning, so I'll bring it to work. So this is going to go in that bag so I can use it more. The other item, I'm going to throw up a before and after picture of this one as well. We have the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in Reflect. This is made in Korea, I didn't know that. But it is their potted shadow. It's not cream, it's a liquid, but it's not cream or a liquid, it's powder. But it's almost got like a little bit of a wet, slippy texture to it. It's a interesting texture, and it's a fantastic eyeshadow because I can put it on my eye and it does not move. So it's really a great eyeshadow. I put it in my project pan because I wasn't using it. It's a little bit older and I have been using it. It's a great one and done eyeshadow. It's great if you want to put it on top of, you know, a matte color, just stick it in the middle. It's really nice. And I really thought my progress would show, but it's got like the littlest dip, the tiniest dip. So we're working on it. It's going slow. Okay, one more new product that we added in for at least this category. I decided to add in one of my loose eyeshadows from the indie brand Fyrinnae. I have a ton of these eyeshadows. This is in the color Valhalla, and this is actually on my eyes today. So what I like to do for this one, I'm gonna insert a picture too because I don't wanna hold it up and have it spill everywhere, but it's this like pretty, like fairy, pinky, like periwinkle, purple. I was looking for the word purple. And so what I did today is I just laid down like a matte purple and I applied it on top, and I love it like that. I love it. Fyrinnae makes fantastic loose, just the most beautiful shiny shimmers. This is no exception, but I never use them up. I never use them up. Again, like, I'm not the type of person that like tries to go overboard and just like stick it all over my face just so I can finish using it. I use it the way I would normally use it. So unfortunately that means it goes really slow, but we're gonna see, because it's such a little amount in here. I'm like, we can do this one, okay? We can finish this one. So we're gonna see. But this is another one where I could probably put down the Sydney Grace, stick this one on top of it, and that would probably look really good. Okay, last in the eyeshadow category, we have my eyeshadow singles from Half Magic. And you're gonna see in the before and after picture that yes, in fact, I did add a new one. This is the last one that I did not have. So I've added that one, it's in there now. These are fantastic. These are another brand that I love to use as like a one and done because I don't need primer for most of them. Some of them, like they really all have different formulas. So it's interesting. Some like the top two up here, the green and the brown, those are more slippy. Those will wear off on me throughout the day. But most of the other ones have more of a powdery finish, so I can apply them. I typically don't need to use primer and they last for most of the day. But those two on the ends, like, yeah, I was wearing the green one the other day, and then by the end of the day, it was pretty much gone. So I'm gonna throw up the before and after picture because we are making progress. It's just, you know, like, again, I don't need that much on my eyes. So it's going slower than I want. I definitely can see the dips growing. So that's really exciting. I will hit pan in one of these. Okay, I'm not even gonna talk about some of these. Okay, the YSL I used once, I think. So there's no change. This one is still at, let's see, 28 millimeters. 28 millimeters. And the, what is this? The Tower 28 Juice Bomb Tinted Lip Balm. I've only used it a couple times. It's still at 25 millimeters. It's just, I don't know, Tower 28 tends to go bad on me pretty fast, but it smells fine, so we're gonna keep using it. One that I put in my purse, have been using, doesn't seem to be much progress. It's from Bobbi Brown, and this is the Crushed Oil Infused Gloss in the color Slow Jam. There is like the tiniest dip that you might be able to see. And I have been using this. I think what I need to do is I need to like sit it up straight because I see a little air bubble in there. So maybe I used up more than I thought because I put it in my purse. I pull it out all the time. It's a mini, it's adorable. I love it. And it's a great product. It's like a pretty thick oil. So I feel like it stays on my lips for a longer amount of time. And it's like a flush of color. The color is barely there, but it's really, really pretty. So even though I'm using it, I mean, I think maybe by the end of May, I'm just gonna be like, wow, look at that dip. That's my hope. It's my hope and my dreams. But we are adding 2 new lip products. I know, it's because I've been doing so poor with the other ones that I'm like, okay, I need to give myself a leg up on one of these categories. So the first one is from Benefit. This is their moisturizing lip balm in pink quartz. And this one, we've got 29 millimeters to go. So we've got quite a bit of progress to make, but this one is like the prettiest flush of pink. So I think this is another one that I can throw in my bag and just apply throughout the day. And I don't need to worry about it. And I don't need to, you know, double check in the mirror what it looks like. I just think this will be a good product for me to go through. And it's another one that's a little bit older, so I'd like to use it up. And then we have another product by Cosmetics. I don't know why there are certain brands that we have multiples of in this project pan. I don't know, they spoke to me. They wanted to be used. But this is from Cosmetics. This is the Lip Cushion Tinted Lip Luminizer in Venetian Rose. It is a clicker, so I can't click it down, so I'm not able to measure it. But this is a product that's older and I would like to get through. And it's actually on my lips right now. It's great. The color lasts like a decent amount of time and it just feels really nice on the lips. It's hydrating. As we're going into like summer, I need stuff that is hydrating because I'm gonna get all dried out. Like gross, like a raisin left in the sun. So I need something that feels hydrating on the lips and doesn't feel like overly drying in any sort of way. And I like the color. I like how it looks. It doesn't fall into the cracks or lines in my lips. It just looks really good. So I threw this one in. I'm like, that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. So we have made some progress. We finished one item. I'm really excited that we're one down. I haven't decided like how many products I'd like to finish by the end of this project pan. I just think it's gonna be really hard to pan some of these items completely, right? I can hit pan. I think I can hit pan on this concealer. Can I finish the entire thing? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think it would take this long to hit pan. The lip products, some of the new ones give me hope. I'm pretty sure I can finish those in the remaining time we have. What, 6 months, right? Yeah, I think so. I have time. So 6 months is a long time to go. I just need to buckle down and put them in my purse. Yeah, that's it. And then I will use them more. Let me know what you think about adding the new products. Let me know what you think about anything. I would love to hear from you. If you're working on a project pan, let me know how your progress is going because I know that it can be frustrating because obviously I've gotten frustrated with some of these products and we're trying to move past it. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already because then you can help encourage me to finish some of these products and I need your encouragement. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.